most people don't realize just how advanced Russia's nuclear arsenal has become. In the last decade, Russia has developed next-generation nuclear weapons that can bypass US and NATO defenses, changing the global military balance forever. But what makes these weapons so dangerous? Could they trigger a new Cold War or even World War III? Today we'll break down Russia's most terrifying nuclear superweapons, why they were developed, and what they mean for global security. Before we get into it, make sure to subscribe if you love deep dives into military technology and global security. Now, let's get started. Russia's deadliest nuclear weapons that could change everything. Unlike the nuclear devices of old, which depended primarily on overwhelming force, Russia's innovative systems are designed with agility and unpredictability in mind. They are not merely stronger, they are smarter, built to confound detection systems and bypass every missile defense available today. Today, we explore Russia's most terrifying nuclear weapons and why they are shaking up global security. Number 1. Avanguard. Imagine a weapon capable of reaching unprecedented speeds, a weapon that defies the limits of current defense technology. The Avanguard hypersonic glide vehicle is exactly that. Traveling at a breathtaking speed of approximately Mach 27, around 33,000 kilometers per hour, Avanguard is built for extreme performance. Its ability to shift direction during flight makes its trajectory nearly impossible to predict. This unpredictability means that even the most sophisticated intercept systems stand little chance of halting it. Consider that most conventional intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, operate at speeds near Mach 15. Avanguard nearly doubles that speed while incorporating advanced flight maneuvers that confuse tracking systems. The ability to change course mid-flight ensures that defense systems are caught off guard. The implications of this are significant. Even if an adversary manages to detect an incoming threat, intercepting it becomes a near impossible task. Number 2. Poseidon. Now, let's shift our attention to another alarming system, the Poseidon nuclear drone. Unlike surface-based missiles, Poseidon is an autonomous underwater vehicle designed to travel vast distances without detection. Its operation is as stealthy as it is deadly. Imagine a torpedo that can silently navigate the ocean depths, armed with a nuclear warhead that carries an explosive yield of 100 megatons, twice the power of the most powerful bomb ever tested. Poseidon's design allows it to remain submerged indefinitely, patiently awaiting the optimal moment to strike. Its ability to create enormous radioactive tsunamis by detonating near coastal regions poses a unique and horrifying threat. Instead of directly targeting cities, it is engineered to unleash massive, devastating waves and long-lasting radiation that could render large coastal areas uninhabitable for decades. The concept behind Poseidon is simple yet terrifying. By staying hidden underwater, it bypasses traditional radar and satellite detection systems. This means that coastal cities, regardless of how advanced their defense systems are, could be at risk if this weapon is activated. The strategic placement of Poseidon in the arsenal is a clear signal. Russia intends to have a deterrent that can inflict catastrophic damage where it matters most. Number 3. Sarmat. Another key component of Russia's revamped nuclear forces is the Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missile, nicknamed Satan II by some experts. Sarmat represents a leap in technology from earlier ICBMs. Unlike single warhead missiles, Sarmat is capable of carrying multiple nuclear warheads, up to 15 in one launch. This design enables one missile to strike several targets simultaneously, potentially overwhelming any defensive measures put in place. Sarmat can reach speeds around Mach 20, approximately 24,500 kilometers per hour, and is built for global reach, with a range that allows it to hit virtually any target on the planet. During its test launch, which was closely monitored by international experts, the missile was described as unstoppable by high-ranking officials. The ability to deliver multiple warheads to distinct targets in less than 30 minutes is a chilling reminder of how quickly modern warfare could escalate into a full-scale nuclear conflict. The development of these superweapons is not merely about achieving technological superiority. They are designed to serve as a strategic counterbalance against adversaries' missile defense systems. With advanced devices like Avanguard, Poseidon, and Sarmat, Russia is signaling that no defense system, no matter how sophisticated, will be able to neutralize its nuclear capabilities. This assurance of a robust retaliatory strike forms the cornerstone of their modern deterrence strategy, aiming to secure Russia's influence on the global stage. In the following sections, we will delve deeper into why Russia has chosen to invest so heavily in these systems, the geopolitical implications of their deployment, and the potential risks they pose to global security. We will also examine the strategies behind this nuclear modernization and what it means for international relations, particularly with NATO and the United States. The strategic imperatives behind Russia's nuclear modernization. At the heart of Russia's aggressive investment in nuclear superweapons lies a clear set of strategic imperatives. These imperatives are driven by military necessity, geopolitical posturing, and a desire to reassert Russia's status on the world stage. In this section, we explore the primary motivations behind Russia's modern nuclear arsenal, countering advanced missile defenses, restoring Cold War-era influence, and leveraging nuclear deterrence as a tool for geopolitical intimidation, countering U.S. and NATO missile defense systems. The U.S. and NATO have spent decades perfecting missile defense, systems like THAAD and Aegis to intercept threats, but Russia saw this as a direct security challenge. Instead of stockpiling more nukes, they took a different route, developing unstoppable weapons like Avanguard. These hypersonic missiles move at blistering speeds with unpredictable maneuvers, making interception nearly impossible. The strategy is simple. If a missile can't be stopped, its threat remains real. This forces the West to keep upgrading defenses while Russia secures its strategic edge, restoring the glory of a superpower. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union, Russia experienced a significant decline in its global influence and military capabilities. The resurgence of a modern nuclear arsenal is part of a broader effort to reclaim the prestige and power that once defined the nation during the Cold War. This initiative transcends mere military might. It carries deep symbolic significance as well. For many Russians, developing next-generation nuclear weapons is a profound statement of resilience and national pride. It is a declaration that Russia remains a formidable force on the international stage, capable of commanding respect and deterring potential adversaries. This renewed sense of purpose is about more than defense. It is an assertion of sovereignty and strength that resonates with both domestic audiences and the global community. Geopolitical intimidation and the art of nuclear brinkmanship. A critical factor behind Russia's nuclear advancements is the strategy of geopolitical intimidation. In a world where power is often measured by military capability, possessing weapons that can devastate entire regions offers a substantial psychological edge. Systems such as Poseidon and Sarmat are not only tools of war, they are symbols of a nation willing to push adversaries to the brink of confrontation. This approach, often referred to as nuclear brinkmanship, operates on the principle that the threat of overwhelming, uncontrollable destruction can force opponents to reconsider their actions. By maintaining an arsenal that is capable of bypassing even the most advanced defense systems, Russia sends a stark warning. Any aggressive move could trigger a response with catastrophic consequences. The existence of these weapons forces potential adversaries into a position of extreme caution, continually weighing the risks before taking any action that might provoke escalation. A new arms race on the global stage. The deployment of advanced nuclear superweapons by Russia is also spurring a new arms race. Observers in Washington, Brussels, and other global centers of power note that these developments compel nations to invest in both offensive and defensive technologies at an accelerated pace. This competitive environment fuels a cycle of innovation and counter-innovation, where every new breakthrough on one side prompts a corresponding development on the other. This escalating arms race carries profound implications. Not only does it increase military spending across multiple nations, but it also raises the risk of miscalculation or unintended escalation. In today's fast-paced technological landscape, even a minor error in judgment or a brief lapse in communication could lead to disastrous outcomes. Consequently, while the pursuit of technological superiority may enhance national security in some respects, it simultaneously creates a precarious global environment where stability is increasingly fragile. Nuclear deterrence in a modern world. Despite the dangers, the philosophy of nuclear deterrence continues to play a central role in contemporary military strategy. The fundamental idea is that a credible threat of massive retaliation can dissuade adversaries from taking aggressive actions. In this light, Russia's nuclear modernization is seen as essential for maintaining a balance of power. However, it also forces us to confront challenging questions about the future of global security. Do these advanced weapons serve as a stabilizing force by ensuring mutual destruction, or do they inch us closer to an irreversible crisis? Russia's pursuit of state-of-the-art nuclear capabilities is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it ensures that the nation retains an effective countermeasure against ever-improving missile defenses. On the other, it exacerbates tensions and elevates the risk of conflict escalation. The international community now finds itself navigating a complex web of deterrence and rivalry, where every technological leap in warfare brings both strategic benefits and severe risks. The global implications and the road ahead. As we enter the final leg of our discussion, it becomes essential to step back and consider the broader global implications of Russia's nuclear superweapons. These advancements are not isolated technological feats. They have profound consequences for international security, diplomacy, and the future of warfare. In this segment, we will explore the risks of escalation, the challenges of preventing nuclear conflict, and the potential avenues for restoring global stability. The risks of escalation and miscalculation. One of the most alarming consequences of Russia's nuclear modernization is the increased likelihood of miscalculation. In today's hyper-connected world, even a minor misinterpretation of a defensive maneuver or an unintentional test can trigger a chain reaction. Military analysts warn that as nations rush to upgrade their arsenals, the margin for error shrinks dramatically. A single misstep, whether due to faulty intelligence, technical failure, or human error, could set off a catastrophic response, spiraling into a full-scale nuclear exchange. This risk is compounded by the inherent uncertainty surrounding these new weapons. Systems like Avanguard, Poseidon, and Sarmat are shrouded in secrecy and rapid development cycles, leaving other nations with limited information to accurately assess their capabilities. As a result, the global community faces a precarious balance where the threat of sudden escalation looms large. In such an environment, every decision made by national leaders carries the weight of potentially irreversible consequences. The challenge of preventing nuclear conflict. Preventing nuclear conflict today requires a multifaceted approach beyond traditional arms control. Treaties like the New START have been crucial in limiting nuclear arsenals, but their effectiveness is increasingly questioned due to rapid technological advancements in nuclear weaponry. These breakthroughs challenge Cold War-era frameworks, requiring constant updates amid rising distrust and geopolitical rivalry. International diplomacy is essential to avoid nuclear war. Global institutions, such as the UN and regional organizations, play key roles in fostering dialogue and establishing new norms. However, with trust between major nuclear powers at an all-time low, achieving effective diplomatic agreements is challenging. The world faces a critical moment where renewed commitment to disarmament, transparency, and mutual security is urgently needed. Opportunities for de-escalation and dialogue. Despite the mounting tensions, there are still opportunities to steer the world away from the brink of nuclear conflict. One promising avenue is the development of new verification and communication mechanisms. Advanced satellite surveillance, real-time data sharing, and the establishment of direct communication channels between military leaders can help reduce the risk of misinterpretation during crises. These measures not only build confidence, but also create a framework for rapid conflict resolution if tensions rise. Another critical strategy involves strengthening existing arms control agreements while pushing for new frameworks that account for modern technological advancements. Collaborative research into missile defense and countermeasures can help bridge the gap between offensive and defensive capabilities. By working together on shared security concerns, even long-standing adversaries can find common ground to prevent mutual destruction. International summits and back-channel negotiations are essential in creating these platforms for cooperation. The role of public awareness and accountability. In addition to government efforts, public awareness and accountability are key in shaping nuclear policy. An informed global citizenry can push leaders to prioritize diplomacy over militarization, with media, research, and debates broadening understanding of nuclear risks. This awareness encourages policymakers to take more responsible national security approaches. Transparency in nuclear policy is also crucial. Clear communication from governments about their strategies and intentions reduces misperceptions and fosters trust. While complete transparency is unlikely due to sensitive military secrets, gradual steps towards openness can enhance global stability. Russia's nuclear superweapons have drastically altered global security, being faster, deadlier, and more unpredictable than anything previously seen. But the big question remains, will these weapons keep the peace, or are they pushing us towards World War III? What do you think? Are these weapons a necessary deterrent, or are they leading us toward disaster? Let's discuss. And if you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into global security.